Hi, can you tell me what the top 10 books are of the week? Anybody? How about you? Hi. Anybody know Comic Tim? Excuse me. Yes, hi. Top 10 of the week? Spec books? No? Anybody know what movie's coming out that might increase the price of a... Oh, that one, okay. Do you know anybody that might have a copy? No? Anybody? Okay. All right, everybody. Hold on. I gotta clean my glasses. Welcome back to the West Coast Davengers. It's me, Dave, your friend. Doing something a little different today. I'm breaking up my London, Scotland trip with this nice little update. This is just going to be a short video to talk about a couple of things that are happening, a couple of things that will happen, and maybe some stuff that will never happen. Kind of like me becoming a priest. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, don't forget to do the thing where you hit the like button. You write a comment down below. Hey, Dave, I think the show is really cool. Maybe you could do a walkthrough on how to read a comic or something like that. Every Wednesday is West Coast Wednesday, my comic book claim sale. And now we go to the first piece of news. Sunday Sit Down will now be a monthly show. It'll usually be, typically, the last Sunday of the month. So that means the next one will be August 27th. I think my friend Manu, the 9.9 newsstand, is going to join me. And we're going to talk about the second piece of this update. That is the new podcast that I am doing with Manu. It is called It Came from the Newsstand. By the time you see this, we'll be ready for our 8th episode. It is available on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, all of the Stitcher, which doesn't exist for too much longer, all of the major podcast outlets. You're going to be able to listen to it. We would appreciate if you could rate it or write a review or whatever that platform lets you do. I think it helps push out the podcast to new users, people that don't know the show. The gist of that podcast, it's me and Manu basically recording our conversations. We talk on the phone a lot. We thought one day, what if we just turned this into a podcast? It doesn't always focus around comics themselves, but they're always part of the larger picture. We talk about what's going on in our lives. We talk about nostalgia. We talk about emotions that are connected to collecting and also both being sellers. So it just gives you a little different view of this entire hobby and us as people. And you might not think that's interesting. That's okay. But listen to an episode. You might find that listening to me on an audio format with my friend is a little less crazy than watching me on video doing weird cuts like looking here and looking here,
all over the place and
slow-mo and all that stuff. So that's called It Came from the Newsstand. And I'm really enjoying that. It's giving me a little bit of a reprieve from being in front of the camera. Not that I don't enjoy seeing you fine folks and having you look at my haggard, sometimes beautiful face. It lets me just focus on having a great conversation. Some of the things that we've talked about is just mental health. We touch upon that. I'm not shy about being open about that, and interactions we've had in buying and selling books and other things like that. So I hope you enjoy that. It came from the newsstand. The Scotland trip will be the next 2 weeks of video, and I just have a lot of editing to do. So to be fully honest with y'all, I needed to just kind of put this out so that I can focus on editing all of that footage, because there's hours and hours of footage that I shot digging through comics in Edinburgh and Glasgow and beyond. Coming up in the next few weeks, you're going to see a couple of interesting interviews that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be talking to, this week, one of the most prolific writers in comics in the last 30 years, Mark Waid. We're going to sit down and have a chat. That's not going to be live, but you'll probably see that episode in a few weeks. And then I'm going to be talking to Bob Hall, legendary artist who co-created the West Coast Avengers. They're not as cool as the West Coast Avengers. And then he went to Valiant. So I'm interested to talk to him about his career in comics. I do want to talk about the Valiant years, because it's something that still fascinates me, watching that stuff come out and then eventually, go the way it went. I'll be talking to both Mark and Bob separately, and I'm excited for both of those conversations. They're two people that I'm not completely versed in all of their body of work, but they work in the medium that I love, so I'm just excited to talk about comics. I'll be at Rose City Comic Con. I won't be doing a table there, but I will be there hanging out with homie Dave Korea. He's going to have a table there. So come say hi to Dave. And if you see me, come say hi. And if you see me, don't forget to sing the West Coast Avengers theme, because you get a free, usually it'll be a pin or a sticker pack or whatever I have on me. Maybe I'll give you some pocket lint. I will also be going to New York City Comic Con in October. That's going to be a lot of fun. I am really stoked about the lineup. They just, like, the lineup of artists that are going to be there is already pretty stacked. But just recently I saw Jeff Darrow and Stephen Platt were added. So really excited to hopefully meet both of them and probably buy some original artwork. Speaking of original artwork, I do want to show off something that I got recently. I picked this up at a heritage auction. Growing up, the first Batman artist that I was exposed to in, buying the books when they came out and that I knew by name was Norm Brayfogle, who passed away years ago. But I did pick up this original piece that he did of Batman. I think it's pretty badass. He did it in 2003, and he was my first favorite Batman artist. It was long before I knew who Neil Adams was. It was before I don't think I had seen the Todd cover and the year 2 stuff until after I was already buying Brayfogle books when they came out. I'm really excited to have that. I never got a chance to meet him, so I'm really stoked to own that. I've been recouping from COVID and the trip and all that. I can't wait to go back in a couple years or maybe next year. I bought a couple of small collections recently. Nothing huge. Did find some really good keys. You might have seen those posts on Instagram. Futurama 1, the Comic-Con edition, First Alias, First Red Hulk, bunch of other cool books. So that's been fun. I did a team up sale with Maddie, Comics, on Instagram yesterday. That's just been fun. I've been trying to get back into the regular sales and maybe double up and do 2 sales a week. I just have a lot of comics, For those, I never really talk about this on the channel, but if you are a local to me, or at least somewhere in the Northwest or West Coast, and you're looking to sell your comic collection, I'd be interested. And full disclosure, as you know from this channel, I have to make money on it. I understand you want to make money on it, so there has to be somewhere in the middle that we can meet. I do not pay full retail on that or full FMV. And my advice to you, if you're looking to get full, dive into maybe selling on eBay or Shortboxed or, one of the apps where you can kind of list everything for sale and let it sit there until somebody until people buy it. My advice to you is you just have to know you're going to get anywhere between 20 to 40% less than what FMV would be when it comes to getting your fees taken out and also people wanting a deal. But if that's not your thing and you want to just sell everything at once, you can hit me up, westcoastavengers@gmail.com. Best way to contact me. Anything else to update on them, Dave? I don't know, Dave. As I shoot this video right now, I am less than 50 subscribers away from hitting 2,000. Now, I know it's just a number, and I know we make these milestones up just to feel good about ourselves, but I really do feel good about hitting 2,000 subscribers months before I would hit my 2-year anniversary on the channel. So for that 2,000 subscriber, when I hit it the following week, I'm going to have a party, a celebration. Maybe it's a little pat myself on the back, but it really wouldn't be possible without everybody that's watching. And to say thank you, that party will include friends, guests, people who've been on the channel before, but most of all, it's going to be giveaways. I already have a nice little stack of giveaways ready to go as a thank you. I'm not going to show those off now because they're all somewhere else. Rest assured, it'll be some fun stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. And once we hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to call it quits. Fuck comics! I'm just kidding. I will not call it quits unless Netflix hires me to go around the country and buy comics from people. Just saying, Netflix, HBO, Hulu. All right, so that's going to be the updates. I just wanted to fill you guys and gals in on everything that's going on. So to recap, the normal stuff, but don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. It came from the newsstand. We also have an Instagram account that coincides with that. You can find the links down below, and then obviously subscribe to my Instagram if you haven't. And one other thing, if you are of the like that enjoys Discord, which Discord to me is like the old internet that meets the new internet. It's like a big chat room. There is a West Coast Avengers Discord. You can find the link in the link tree down below and join in. It's basically like an extension of the chat, the live chat for the sales and the Sunday sit down. We talk about TVs and movies. We talk about comics. You feel free to show off your new pickups. Panel showcase, where sometimes if you're reading a comic, you snap a picture of a really cool panel and post it. It's just a fun little community that's like an extension of all of the West Coast Davengers things. It's a really cool place, super positive, and full of people that just love comics. Please join the Discord if that's your thing. So thank you for listening to this update and giving me a break in my video editing, just to let you know about all the things. Please hit the like, subscribe, all that shit. You know what to do. Thank you so much, and maybe in the future, if you're lucky or unlucky, maybe we get an update from Comic Tim, but not right now. Oh no.
Whoa, what's up, Comic Famine? Oh, man. Whoa, I've been trapped in Geeky Female's closet for like 2 weeks, man. I was aboard some ship, and I was in Ireland, I think, and I hopped aboard a ship, and then I made my way back home, and Geeky Female, she put me in the closet. I'm not sure why, but I got Miss Terry boxes, though. Those are $75, or you can trade me some acetate for them. Anyway, I just want to say good luck to all of you for the West Coast Avenger guy, man. And my name is Comic Tim.
Enough of that. See you next week on the I, me. Oh, aha, CC. Ho, CC back, Charleston Chew. CC Sabathia looking at you. I am David, and you are not ravens. Maybe you're people, maybe you're crows. I don't really knows.